Hello, this is World University in Schools, WUaS News and Question and Answer on Monday, November 6th, 2023 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, USA and Canada. I think it's 10:30 p.m. India time, maybe 2 a.m. Tokyo, Japan time. Please join these open WUaS question and answers for free MIT OpenCourseware-centric online degrees planned in 200 countries and in their main languages, and wiki schools for open teaching and learning, people to people, free universal education, potentially in all 7,168 known living languages, and also as large language models, generative conversational AI, artificial intelligence. As we wait to see if people will join us in this open Q&A with potentially your answers or questions, I'd like to share a little news with you, and namely, Agenda 1, we have developed a new China medical school at WUaS with its initial website planned in traditional Chinese and online, and potentially with possibly communication with, collaboration with the MIT Tech Review biotech editor, Antonio Regalado, who's a Yale University alumnus and whose grandfather, I think, was at Yale too, and helped to start possibly the first Chinese medical school in China in the first part of the 1900s. And regarding potentially World University in Schools, China Medical School at WUaS, available online for all 1.4 billion people. So check out the new China Medical School at World University in School, which is part of China World University in School. MIT OpenCourseware is in traditional Chinese, has been for some years, and there are a set of tweets in these regards. Check them out. The tweets read hashtag MIT Tech Review, new beginning, hashtag MIT OpenCourseware, MIT OCW centric wiki China Medical School at WUaS, at World University in School, part of China World University in School, and a World University in School university at YaleMed, planned online for all 1.4 billion Chinese in all languages in China, including the Mandarin language Chinese page, which is a wiki school already at World University in School, but not yet in traditional Chinese, and with developing WUaS AI, artificial intelligence. So these tweets went up about a week ago. I've recently added both genetics, the genetics wiki school or wiki subject page, and the WUaS Genomics Wiki School or Wiki Subject page to the main links section on this China World University in School, China Medical School at WUaS beginning medical school, about halfway down the page. And they potentially will integrate with also emerging aging reversal genetics and longevity genetics and genomics research, also with WUaS AI. So I retweeted Antonio Regalado's tweet in these regards. And it reads, from the archives, opening of a medical school in Shanghai, early 20th century, showing my great-grandfather, Edward Hume, at right 2018 reunion of the descendants of the people in the photo, including me, Antonio Regalado, and Michael Chow of Harvard University in the church lab. The photo is care of Michael Chow. What a great opportunity potentially in creating this China medical school at WUaS to possibly collaborate with Yale Medicine as well as Harvard Medical School in some ways in an online developing medical school, potentially in a realistic virtual earth for medicine, a realistic virtual earth for robotic surgery, a realistic virtual earth for genetics and aging reversal. So item 1A, also relating to having begun the second WUaS medical school. The first one is in English, and basically the World University Medical School is for the United States. This is the second one. We have about 8 beginning law schools out of 200 countries already. They've been up for years, but these are the 2 WUaS medical schools so far. So it's a greetings to my mother. How are you? Instead of making headway in asylum as I am on my next book, Society, Information Technology, and Global University, I created a new China medical school at WUaS recently, and I'm hoping to collaborate further with Antonio Regalado, MIT Tech Review biotech editor and Yale alum, and see the emerging tweets on this China medical school at WUaS page as well. So that's where you can see these tweets, this set of tweets from about a week ago as well, you who might be watching the recording of this video. So just checking to see if anyone might be joining us, such as someone from Shady Side Academy in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a high-achieving high school, from whom I received an auto reply when I sent out the invitation to this today's 11/6/23 WUaS News and Question and Answer. So agenda item 2, there's a new Urdu language wiki school, wiki subject in English so far, but planned in Urdu, and developing Pakistan World University and School, both online, which is planned to be developing in the Urdu language, which Pakistan is just northwest of India, and the Urdu language is its lingua franca, in combination, I think, with English also. So this emerges from having met in Bucknell University in north central Pennsylvania, in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, some new Urdu language speaking friends, originally from Pakistan, who are majoring in computer science, computer engineering, and mechanical engineering, and have explored them proceeding possibly in helping to head up this new Urdu language planned in Urdu, Pakistan World University and School University. One has asked if World University and School has internships available, and we don't yet, but we're seeking to. And how that happens is not completely clear to me yet, but in a related vein, in this agenda item 2, I've inquired about Bucknell University robotics, and with a librarian there, Michael McLean, as well as about with questions about a realistic virtual Earth for history, possibly in collaboration with Brown University Archives. Set of questions I asked a couple of weeks ago as well, and particularly Bucknell University robotics with possibly Lego Spike Prime robotics kits possibly from the WUaS educational services stores for the Bucknell Library. How might this work? Lego Spike Prime robotics kits, of which the WUaS educational services stores is an official retailer, work with the Scratch programming language out of the MIT Media Lab and out of the Harvard Graduate School for Education. And there's a course presently from Google and World University and School called CS First with Google at WUaS, learning the Scratch programming language. And World University and School is inquiring whether Bucknell University libraries and Bucknell itself, might be interested in Lego Spike Prime robotics kits for the Bucknell Library and for Bucknell in other ways. So students can have fun learning both robotics and programming, possibly for those who don't know how to program whatsoever. The Scratch programming language might be a great introductory programming language. Just checking to see if anyone might be joining us. Not yet. I'll save the recording of this to the current active WUaS YouTube channel, youtube.com/Scott MacLeod World University. Agenda item 3, great new developments with a realistic virtual Harbin Hot Springs in Google Earth virtual reality, and which we can all build together. So a brand new realistic virtual Harbin Hot Springs emerged in Google Earth yesterday. It's something I've been seeking to further build for many years now, and in Google Street View with Time Slider. And this also is part of the conversation with the Brown University Library Archives in creating a realistic virtual Earth for history, a realistic virtual Earth for Harbin Hot Springs, a realistic virtual Harbin Hot Springs 2 that we can all add to photos and texts and build a new realistic virtual Harbin Hot Springs on the Google WUaS VR platform. So the URL to this project is in both of the blogs posts for today, scott-macleod.blogspot.com and World University and School.blogspot.com. Check them out. This is an exciting further development in developing a realistic virtual Earth for everything, potentially a realistic virtual Earth for soaking and for online ethnographic research using a new social science theory and method, a scientific theory and method I'm calling Ethno-Wiki Virtual Worldgraphy, or STEM Wiki Virtual Worldgraphy, where scientific field sites and classrooms can emerge in Google Street View with Time Slider, Google Earth, newly here, Google Maps with TensorFlow AI, and which we can all create. Exciting. Agenda item 4, the WUaS Press seeks to press forward from many, many places in all 200 countries in a realistic virtual Earth for journalism too. And this is coming into conversation with a tweet from the MacArthur Foundation President John Palfrey, a set of tweets here that I created this morning. Thanks, at MacFound, President at J. Palfrey, regarding hashtag press forward. Hashtag he had posted to a tweet. The hashtag academic press at WUaS with the World University and School.org/academicpress.html website up and running, but still in a beginning form at WUaS Press is planned in 7,168 living languages with machine translation, and also in 200 countries. And there's the link to the MacArthur Foundation email. And the WUaS Press seeks to create WUaS newspapers called the Universitian as large language models in all 200 countries, and potentially among speakers of all 7,168 known living languages, with WUaS student writers from home. So this would potentially bring journalism into a very distributed way, where potentially student writers could contribute to the Universitian newspapers in their countries and their languages, and potentially to learn journalism and in the information age in brand new ways. And this retweets John Palfrey's tweet, which reads, "Today, 6 places have stepped up to create press forward locals." So I haven't seen what places specifically these are, but they might be Chicago and Boston and similar. Or they might be 6 places around the Chicago area where MacArthur Foundation President John Palfrey is based. So his tweet again reads, quote, "Today, 6 places have stepped up to create press forward locals. This network can grow into a movement. Our president at J. Palfrey announces the next phase of hashtag press forward at the Democracy Forum's panel on the role of local news in democracy, now streaming." So the remarkable thing about a free press, for example, in the US, and it is pretty free, is how it can help assist the development of democracy. And in so many ways, journalism opens up horizons in this way. John Palfrey was retweeting an Obama Foundation Democracy Forum video, and that's what I tweeted as well. So, hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing? Good. Agenda item 5. WUaS aging reversal and extreme longevity questions. So this set of tweets is forward-looking and asks, quote, "When will hashtag FDA approved, hashtag aging reversal, hashtag extreme longevity, hashtag genetic drugs be on shelves of, for example, Walmart or the WUaS Educational Services Store?" And 2 examples of such possible genetic drugs, quote, 25 years old eyes, genetic drug capsules, or another one, quote, 150 years old plus multivitamin genetic capsules, and even from a realistic virtual earth for pharmacology, a realistic virtual earth for STEM. So think Google Street View with Time Slider, Google Cell View, Google Molecule View, Google Maps, Google Earth, and with our avatar bot, electronic health records possibly emerging from Pegman in Google Street View with Time Slider, and to facilitate with the further development of aging reversal genomics and pharmacological genetic drugs for this. I retweeted an organization that creates capsules, drugs for manufacturing and quality control. Check it out. Agenda item 6. This is also a brainstorming set of tweets. WUaS is planning to develop AI professors, essentially in all approximately 42 #MIT OCW majors as large language models and generative conversational AI. World University and School has developed 42 MIT OpenCourseWare centric majors on our homepage, worlduniversityandschool.org. And the tweet reads, set of tweets reads, quote, in planning to develop large language models, generative conversational AI in each of 7,168 known living languages from the Languages Wiki School. World University and School at WUaS Press seeks to develop AI professors, telerobotic surgeons as well, telerobotic MD surgeon professors as well, in all approximately 42 #MIT Open OCW majors at World University and School, and using all 7,168 large language models, LLMs, at World University and School as bases. So, for example, the Schmidt Foundation, Eric Schmidt was former chair of the board at Google and Alphabet, I think both, possibly just Google, is writing about the Schmidt Foundation creating an AI scientist and biologist in particular. World University and School would like to have our large language models for all 7,168 languages, potentially, be bases for not only World University and School to create AI professors, but for anyone, wiki-wise too, to create generative conversational artificial intelligent agents, our students, our faculty, and potentially people who want to engage in these open source resources as World University grows, potentially on both wings to hire, possibly in 50 to 75 years, 2.5 million people, faculty and student side of World University and School, and on the academic press and WUaS educational services stores, bookstores, computer stores, robotics stores, hospital technologies, distribution centers, and even for Lego robotics kits, and even for on that wing, the WS Corporation wing, for coding for 7.9 billion people on the planet to distribute a single main cryptocurrency, such as Stanford Mine, Pi, cryptocurrency, coins, free money daily. This is something that World University and School would seek to develop large language models for speakers of all 7,168 languages to possibly create a base from which people can develop AI professors or other kinds of artificial intelligence. So agenda item 7, and this to close, and I'll just check to see if anyone's seeking to join us, not presently. The next open Monday, November 13th, 2023, World University and School WUaS News and Question and Answer meetings are in 7 days. And it's at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I think that's 1800 hours or 6 p.m. Western European time, 10:30, I think, p.m. India Standard Time, and possibly 2 a.m. Tokyo, Japan time. check it out. Come. I'll post the video recording as well from today and from next week's to our main active World University and School YouTube channel. So to close, all the best. Abolitionally, abolish the wrongful buying and selling of people. We're seeking to protect people as we seek to code for all 7.9 billion people on the planet, each a Wikidata PIN number. See you soon. Thank you. Post recordings of this WUaS news and question and answer to our two main Twitters, twitter.com/WORLD UNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUaS PRESS. If you have questions, email sgkmacleod@worlduniversityandschool.org. That's also our main website for World University and School. Until next week, bye for now. Take care. Stay warm as winter comes on, and see you soon.